What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how I connected my computer power supply to this car stereo that I have here. And before I get started, I know a lot of people used to do this back in the day. Besides me, I'm not sure how many people still do this. If you have a setup like this and you still use it today, feel free to put that in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. So pretty much this is a real easy thing to do as far as wiring it up. There's only just a few wires that you need. So let's go ahead and take a look at how I wired this up. So looking at the back of the radio here, you can see that you have your standard wiring harness coming out of the back of the radio. Now we take a look at the power supply here, and you can see all these wires right here coming out of the power supply. You do not need to use every single wire that comes out of the power supply. Like I said in the beginning of the video, you're only going to be using just a couple wires. Now the brand of the power supply that I'm using is this here. Okay, and it shows right here what kind of voltage you get out of it. For output, you get positive 5 volts, negative 5 volts, plus 12 volts, and negative 12 volts. And then there's all the amps right there at the bottom, just some information about the power supply itself. So looking at the wiring harness here, you have some red wires, you got some orange, wires, there's a white wire down there, and I don't know if there's a blue in there. There might be, but anyway, really all you need is, you can see here, the yellow wires are 12 volts positive. That's what you need for your car stereo. And then you got the black wires, which are your ground. So you take a look here. Here's my yellow wire, okay, my yellow wire for the memory on the radio, and the red positive. So I have 2 yellow wires coming from the power supply. I got my memory and my power wire for the radio connected into the yellow. Okay, and then back here I have 2 ground wires coming out of the power supply here, and those connect to my black ground wire on my radio. And then after that, it's pretty much hooking up the speakers. So I have 2 red wires here for my speakers, and you're going to have 1 white solid wire and 1 white wire with a black stripe. That's your ground. And then over here, the same thing. I got a solid gray wire, and then right here is the gray wire with the black stripe. Again, that is your ground. And then over here I have my solid green and green wire with a black stripe. Don't know if you can see that. And that goes over to my little subwoofer here. And this subwoofer, it's just like a home subwoofer that you connect to your TV. It works pretty good. And then for my speakers, I used some connectors on there, and I put a piece of black tape right here so I know which one is the ground. I did the same thing on this side here too. So we'll go ahead and we'll power it up. Now I have a switch here on this power supply, and I probably should have mentioned in the beginning of the video that some power supply units, you got a green wire and a black wire. And I know that with a setup like that, you take the green wire and you ground it with the black wire, and that turns the power supply on. In this case, I have this switch over here, so I didn't need to do that. So we'll go ahead, we'll turn it on. Okay. There you go. And we have sound coming from the speakers here.
So can you. With Consolidated Credit Counseling Services of Canada. They are one of the largest nonprofit credit counseling organizations in the country.
There you go,
with
guys.
an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau.
It's pretty easy to wire one of these up. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell in the corner for more videos. Thanks for watching.